cross over. It's time to cross over now.
I am. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I'll be with you in a minute.
All right.
Attention riders, this is a southbound D Express train. Southbound D Express train, next stop 125th Street. Step all the way in, stand clear of the closing doors, please. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Good afternoon, riders, and welcome to the R32 Farewell Ride. After 58 years of service, we are giving our Brightliners subway cars a great send-off with a series of special last rides. Thank you for hopping aboard, and learn more at nytransitmuseum.org. Train directly across the platform, transfer to the A Express train on this track, transfer to the M60 select bus service upstairs at the street level.
Sure, I'll go with
This is a downtown D Express train to 2nd Avenue. 59th Street Columbus Circle will be next. Step all the way in, stand clear of the closing doors, please. of this R32. In service since 1964, the R32 was the only subway car to run in passenger service outside of the subway system, making its inaugural trip into Manhattan on today's Metro-North Railroad into Grand Central Terminal. To learn more about the history of our historic subway cars, visit the New York Transit Museum in Brooklyn. transfer to the A train on this track. Transfer to the number 1 train upstairs on the upper level. This is a southbound D Express train to 2nd Avenue. The next stop is 7th Avenue, 53rd Street. Step all the way in, step all the way in. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Step all the way in and stand clear of the doors, please.
Where's the mask, young lady?
Attention passengers, please, for your safety, do not walk in between subway cars. Once again, for your safety, please do not walk in between cars. If you need to switch cars, you can do so when the train is in the station using the platform only. Available to the E train.
I always love that stuff. That's addicting. And the brakes.
This is a southbound D Express train to 2nd Avenue. 4750 Street, Rockefeller Center will be next.
Oh, Rockefeller's next.
Stand
Come on.
clear of the closing doors, please.
When he said Express, I was like, oh,
I know exactly the noise you're making. Oh yeah, I know. That's nice and warm in my ankle.
Step in, stand clear of the closing doors, please. Attention riders, please be advised. All passengers are required by federal mandate to wear a mask that covers your mouth and nose completely. Please wear your mask properly.
We have a 12-9, I don't know.
Rockefeller Center. Transfer to the Brooklyn-bound F local train directly across the platform. This is a southbound D Express train to 2nd Avenue. 42nd Street, Bryant Park will be next. Step all the way in, stand clear of the closing doors, please. Step in, stand clear of the doors, please.
Yeah, I know.
7, 1, 2, 3, A, C, E, and the shuttle train to Grand Central Terminal at the rear of the platform upstairs. This is a southbound D Express train to 2nd Avenue. 34th Street, Herald Square will be next. Step all the way in, stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Right now. Take that one stop. Take that one stop. You'll see a subway station there. Go downstairs.
Good afternoon, riders, and welcome to the farewell ride for this R32. Stop by and see other retired subway cars at the New York Transit Museum in Brooklyn. Transfer to the F local train directly across the platform. Transfer to the N, Q, and the R train upstairs on the upper level. Connection is available to PATH trains to New Jersey at the front of the platform upstairs. At the street level, you can transfer to the M34 Select Bus service. This is a downtown D Express train. West 4th Street will be next. Step all the way in, step all the way in. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Step all the way in. Stand clear of the closing doors.
And I'm thinking, like, you didn't notice that, like, we crossed a larger body of water? Like, maybe they thought it was a canal.
Good afternoon, riders, and welcome aboard the farewell rides for this R32. The R32 is the only post-World War II subway car to reach the 58-year service mark. Trains started rolling out onto the tracks in 1964, eventually numbering 600 cars. Stop by and see similar and other retired cars at the New York Transit Museum in Brooklyn. Attention passengers, as a reminder, it is very dangerous to walk or ride between subway cars. Please do not walk or ride between cars. Attention riders, we are approaching the West 4th Street station. West 4th Street will be next. transfer will be available to the F train to Brooklyn on this track. For continuing service along the D line to Grand Street and any D train station in Brooklyn, transfer directly across the platform for the next arriving D train. This train is operating to 2nd Avenue. For service to Grand Street and any station on the D line in Brooklyn, transfer directly across the platform for the next arriving D train, which will make all regular stops. This is West 4th Street, Washington Square. Transfer to the F train on this track. Regular D train service is directly across the platform. Transfer to the A, C, and the E trains upstairs on the upper level.
Yes.
I hope so. Well, it's funny, like that.
This is a downtown train to 2nd Avenue. The next stop is Broadway and Lafayette Street. Step all the way in, stand clear of the closing doors, please. Step all the way in, stand clear, please. Next stop, Broadway, Lafayette Street. Good afternoon, riders, and welcome to the retirement run of this R32. In service since 1964, the R32 was the first mass-produced all-stainless steel subway car in New York City, and it quickly gained the nickname Brightliners for its sleek and shiny appearance. And because they debuted on the Brighton line, today's Q train. See other retired subway cars at the New York Transit Museum in Brooklyn. Approaching Broadway, Lafayette Street. Broadway, Lafayette Street will be your last opportunity to transfer for continuing D train service to Brooklyn. If you need service to Grand Street or any station on the D line in Brooklyn, exit this train at the next stop, Broadway, Lafayette Street, and wait for the next arriving D train, which will arrive directly across the platform. This is Broadway and Lafayette Street. Transfer to the Brooklyn-bound F train on this track. Transfer for regular D train service across the platform. Transfer to the number 6 train at the front of the platform upstairs. The next and final stop on this train will be 2nd Avenue. Once again, 2nd Avenue station on the F line will be the next and final stop.
Who's the F?
Staying clear of the closing doors, please. Step in, stand clear of the closing doors. Good afternoon, riders. Welcome to the R32 Farewell Ride. After 58 years of service, we are giving our Brightliners subway cars a bright send-off with a series of special last rides. Thank you for hopping aboard and learn more at nytransitmuseum.org. Please be advised, 2nd Avenue Station on the F line will be the next and final stop on this train. For continuing southbound service to Brooklyn, please go upstairs and cross over to the opposite southbound F line platform. Additionally, be advised, upon arrival at 2nd Avenue Station, all passengers must exit the train. We will be reopening the train when it is time for our next northbound trip at 2 p.m. This is 2nd Avenue Station, last stop on this train. Attention passengers. All passengers must exit the train here. All passengers must exit the train. We will be closing down the train. The train will reopen for northbound service at approximately 2 o'clock.